It is time to start trying to grow every single mutation on different fruits inside of Roblox Garden Horizons. Now, I will say, and this is very painful, but I spent all of that money in the last video, all of those Robux, and I had this huge garden, looked great, right? I had to get rid of all of that so I could do these videos for you guys. But you know what? It's worth it so we could try to get every fruit mutated with every mutation and see their values in Garden Horizons. So please drop a like on this video and subscribe. I just went broke for you guys, okay? I literally spent so much money for nothing last video. But anyways, in this video, we are going to attempt to get every single mutation on the Dawn Blossom, which we already have a rain event going on, and we did just actually pass a storm and starfall event. But the good thing is, I think the events on this game are a little bit more frequent than Grow a Garden, so we should be able to get pretty much all of the mutations. And I did eliminate it down to only this one Dawn Blossom tree, so it should be a lot easier to get mutations on it. Now, we do have a pretty big Dawn Blossom growing in right here. We have some sprinklers going, which will help get lush, I believe, and also some big fruits. It looks like they did fix the sprinklers to get bigger fruits, which is nice. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and just hit grow all here. Now, we might want to try and do this a couple times because we want to try and get the gold mutation, which is going to be a pain. Honestly, will be very difficult to get. Yeah, I don't even see one gold Dawn Blossom. So here's the plan. We're gonna go ahead and head back over here to the market area, and I'm gonna head over to the gear shop, and we're going to spend some money here. We need a lot in this shop, so I'm gonna buy some watering cans just in case. Main thing though is we're going to buy a couple super sprinklers with Robux, and we just missed our chance for the first mutation, but that's okay because we will have the ultimate setup. We got to get gold anyways on one of our Dawn Blossoms, and hopefully a big gold one as well, so we can make a lot of money. Now, the only problem with this game is, again, you can't reclaim seeds at the moment, so that's why I just destroyed my entire garden and lost all of that money I spent. And two, you can't travel things, so if there's like a lightning storm, I can't travel my plants into where I need them to be. That's pretty difficult. We're gonna have face a lot of challenges because this game is very new compared to Grow a Garden with all those features that it had, but we're going to make this work, and eventually these videos will get better as there's more mutations and as we can actually do certain things. So what we're going to do is head back to the garden here, and our Dawn Blossom's already lush. It seems to get lush pretty quick, but we do need to get gold, and I believe you can get gold and lush. I could be wrong with that on that, but I believe you can get both. You know what? I forgot one thing. Let's go back over here real quick. I need to get some harvest bells. We have one, but I'm going to need to harvest all of my Dawn Blossoms multiple times because we are going to be doing this a lot until we get gold. So this is going to be a challenge. I can tell you that much. We don't have pets in this game yet, so we're pretty much doing this all by the nature of the game. Whatever the game decides to throw at us for events is what we're getting, and we got to do everything else by hand, like sprinklers, to get gold. So it's gonna be painful. It's definitely gonna be a painful time, but stay tuned. We're gonna get through this together. Let's go ahead and harvest this first set of Dawn Blossoms, as we don't really want these. There we go. And let's go ahead and look at that. They're already growing back in. This one is huge, so I'm gonna at least favorite that one, and that way I can harvest, and hopefully, you know, if I don't get gold, I can at least have a big one with some good mutations. All right, so where's my basic sprinkler? I need to get my sprinklers here. I bought the, yeah, here's the basics. All right, let's get a basic on there. That should help. And then let's go ahead and also refresh these sprinklers. Let's put another turbo down and another super sprinkler, and that should help. But look at how big these are. So they definitely fixed the sprinkler method, and now you can get big fruits, which is good. Let's go ahead and hit grow all and see if we can get a big golden Dawn Blossom. No, but this one is huge. That's the biggest Dawn Blossom I've seen so far, and everything else is just unripe, but no gold. Gold is very rare on this game. Let's go ahead and favorite this one for now, and then harvest the rest of these. And the good thing is these grow in really fast compared to Grow a Garden. Like, they just pop right back in when you have sprinklers, so that's good. Let's go ahead and do this again. We're gonna be spending some money here, so hopefully money buys us happiness in this video. Oh my gosh, look at how big this Dawn Blossom is. All right, well, this one is a joke compared to this one now. Let's go ahead and unfavorite that one and favorite this one instead. And honestly, if we don't get gold, we might just have to wing it with the big one, because this might be the biggest Dawn Blossom I've ever seen, and that in itself might be better than trying to get gold. I'm not gonna lie. We might have a better chance and more money by this size than we will with gold, because gold is very RNG. All right, I'm not seeing gold again. Wow, is this gonna be a challenge? All right, let's do this a couple more times. Honestly, if we don't get gold, I am happy just keeping this Dawn Blossom here and getting mutations on that. Okay, we did get a silver one. That's good. Okay, so you can get silver and unripe. That's pretty good. I'll go ahead and favorite that one as well, because honestly, we could just work with both of these and try to get mutations on both of those. I guess we'll just keep doing this a couple times until we see a gold one, or maybe we'll stop now because we could get soaked or flooded, and that could be the start of getting the mutation. So I guess we'll just try and do this a couple more times while we wait for it to rain. So let's go ahead and get a couple more harvest bells and then go from there. Garden Horizon devs, please add a buy multiple button. Grow a Garden did not have that, and it's very very annoying to have to constantly open up this menu and buy and do it a lot of times. Okay, it hurts my brain. And okay, these aren't really that big. I thought they were going to be better than that, but no gold again. So far, this big Dawn Blossom did get lush, and this silver one did get lush, so that's a good start there. We're going to keep trying just a couple more times, and if we don't get gold, we're going to go ahead and just try to do it with the silver, because I think gold is very rare. I don't even think there's rainbow on this game yet either, so this is the last time we're going to check, and if we don't get gold, then that's fine, because we're just going to probably at that point consider this being the biggest Dawn Blossom in the game being better than the gold mutation would even be multiplier wise. So okay, no gold, and no golds. All right. Oh, wait, there's a gold one growing in right now. Actually, what? Okay, this is good. Let's go ahead and grow all. I literally was about to give up on the golds, but this is a gold one and it's a very good size. All right, so we got our gold Dawn Blossom for that 5 times multiplier. So what I'm going to actually do, favorite the gold one, and I'm going to get rid of the silver one. And then we're going to harvest all these. And there we go, boys. Another silver one's just popping in. But there we go. We have a big Dawn Blossom that we're going to try to get every mutation on with this gold one. Now, obviously, we're going to want the gold one to be the one that we go for since it has gold on it. And it's going to get lush on it in just a little bit. That's going to be the better one to go for. This will be good to get mutations on as well. Just because it's big, we can compare the size, pricing versus gold and see how well it does. But we're in, boys. We are in. We have a gold Dawn Blossom finally, and we are finally getting some of these mutations flooded and soaked. I believe you can only get one of either of them. I believe flooded is the better one, but we will see what we get. And I believe the sprinklers can help with this as well. So let's go ahead and get another basic one down just to keep helping. I'm going to watering can this as well. I don't know if the watering can helps with getting these lush faster. Looks like it just helps with the growing speed. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. But yeah, these I think will just get lush on their own in just a little bit of time with these sprinklers running. They still have some time to go, so that's good. Well, we have a good start here. So now we're gonna go ahead and start deleting. I wish I could actually even make these not grow. Like, I wish you could pause growth, but I'm gonna delete everything that is not a part of the big one or the gold one, obviously. And then that way, hopefully the game will love us and focus their mutations all on the gold and the big guy. And if they don't, that's unfortunate because, yep, we did not get our first mutation. But again, good thing about this game is that the mutations do end up, like the weather events actually are a lot faster than Grow Garden. It seems like you get more of them. So I believe there is rainy, which we obviously just had, foggy, I think there is sandy, desert weather, and then there is a storm for shocked or static or something like that. And then there is starfall to get the starfall mutation. So I believe these are all the weather events that we are looking for today to get on our Dawn Blossom, and I will make sure that I get all those. I think there's also like a mossy mutation you could get. I don't know how to get that one. I'm going to look into that while we wait around for events, but let's go ahead real quick and I guess just keep stocking up on favorite tools as we'll need those, and we'll just keep an eye out on the gear stock. I'm also going to go ahead and sell everything that I just picked up, all those Dawn Blossoms, and let's see how much money that makes us. 26 mil. Pretty good. We're at 60 mil shillings now, which honestly, I don't even know where that puts us in the leaderboard. Not very close to anybody, huh? These guys are in the hundreds, but I think we could honestly probably get past them once we get these mutations going. So now we play the waiting game for events to start. So I'm going to go ahead and wait around and we will jump to when we get some weather events to happen. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and head back over here. I'm going to buy more sprinklers as I believe they can help our chances with getting mutations. Make sure we have quite a few of those, and then we will be set when we get events. So I'm going to go ahead and pause for now, and I'll be back shortly. All right, so a Starfall event has started. We can get Starstruck fruit. So there was one event, or maybe even two. There's apparently a galactic event. I don't know if anyone's actually seen that one. And then there's a snow event, so I got to make sure I look out for those if they're real. But Starfall is here. Hopefully we can get Starfall on at least this gold one, as this is the one we are focusing our mutations on, but it would be a nice plus to get it on this big Dawn Blossom here as well. Let's go ahead and try to get rid of these small ones so the game will only hopefully focus on giving us mutations on these guys. The only problem is with these sprinklers, these fruits start to grow in very fast and you can't really keep up with deleting them. But I don't know if they can get mutated if they're tiny like they are. Like, look at that. I just deleted it and it grew back in, bro. It's like a pimple, dude. Let's go ahead and just wait a second and see if we can get Starstruck, though. I really hope we can get it. The game needs to be on our side and be lucky for us. Come on. I wish I could trial this as well to, like, move it. But the difference between this and the Celestial event and Grow a Garden is that this is just a chance. That one, it actually could, like, land in your garden and do cool stuff. So I guess we will just wait and see if we get Starstruck. I really hope we get it. All right, so two things. One, unfortunately, when the music is set to 0, this music still plays for the event. Grow Garden did that as well. Devs, please fix that. Or, wait. Oh, can we bind the music to the music one, please, though? Because I want to hear the weather. But anyways, the other thing is that this is insanely difficult to get, I believe, because I have sat here, sprinklers running, and literally no mutations. I mean, when you have more fruits, they just kind of pop up on everything, but unfortunately we don't have pets like Grow a Garden that will eat my mutations and spit them out. So that was honestly kind of a waste of a Starstruck event. We didn't get anything good from that. So that's unfortunate. Well, we're gonna have to kind of wait through these for a while then and kind of keep cycling through these mutation events to hopefully get every mutation. So we will keep at it, but for now we're gonna go ahead and wait for the next weather event to happen, which shouldn't be too long. Seems like they happen every 5 to 10 minutes. Just a quick note while I'm waiting for the next event. I am stupid. There's literally an info button. I was saying that they need to add a way to tell what the gears do. That's what this button is for, but I'm dumb. Okay, so these actually boost crop growth and fruit size decently, and then the turbos increase crop growth and fruit size, and then the super sprinklers also crop growth and fruit size. That means that they do not help with mutations, it looks like. So it's only for their growth and their fruit size, but I guess mutations are pretty much completely luck-based and on your own. So we got lucky with the gold. Obviously, we got lucky with this big one here. I mean, that actually was the sprinklers helping. So sprinklers, we will not want to use really anymore. We'll just save our time with those. The events, that's going to be the tough part. We literally are going to have to wait, probably do a lot of AFKing for events to come by, and just hope that we get events and hope that our plants get mutated. So I think in the meantime, what I'm going to go ahead and do is, okay, I can't actually delete the super sprinkler, but what I'm going to do is once this ends, I'm going to go ahead and delete all of our blossoms. Well, obviously besides these two, and that way the other ones will take a while to grow in, and then we'll probably just AFK for at least like an hour and come back and see what mutations we possibly have gotten within that hour, and just kind of keep doing that until we get to meet, because there's literally nothing else I can do besides just wait. At this point in time, I just have to wait because there's no pets or anything. So it's gonna be a lot of kind of just waiting around, but we could definitely kind of make milestones of like, we'll wait for an hour, come back, see what mutations we get, and then go from there. But the good thing is the weather events do happen a lot. So in the meantime, I just want to show you guys this. If you didn't know, you can climb this mountain, by the way, right behind the shops, and up here, interesting, there is this little like radio thing up here, and this guy right here, this little radio, plays Morse code. And from what I saw people saying on the Discord, I guess says something about like incoming drop or something like that. So I don't know if the first update is going to be like a supply drop into the map with seeds in it or something like that, but I guess we'll see. Or that's just there to throw us off and then it's going to be something else. I don't know, but we got Easter eggs that they're working on, it seems like, and that's pretty cool. I like that they're doing that. Hopefully we can find some cool secret seeds and get some cool events and stuff like that, but we'll see what happens. All right, our sprinkler is officially gone, and it is time to delete these extra Dawn Blossoms that we don't want. Honestly, better idea. Let's just use another harvest tool. All right, let's go ahead and grab this. This should make it so these take a lot longer to grow. Now that there's no sprinklers, let's go ahead and harvest bell that, and there we go. We only have our gold one now and our big lush one. So our goal is to get this gold one, all the mutations, but bonus will be getting this one mutations so we can check the prices. But now we are ready to AFK for a little bit, since we literally don't have anything else we could do for mutations on this game yet besides AFKing. So I'm gonna go ahead and AFK for like an hour, maybe even a little bit longer. We'll come back, see if we got any events at all, and then go from there to see how our Dawn Blossom's looking. I can't really auto-click this like Grow a Garden was going to keep moving me, so I don't think it'll work. Well, maybe. We'll just auto-click the garden button and see what happens. Time lapse begins. All right, so I've been AFK for only about 10 minutes, and I just came back to see this beauty. A storm is going on right now, and we could possibly get the shocked mutation. Now, I was just gonna AFK and wait to see if we get any of this stuff, but let's see if we can get it. Let's turn. Wait, let's listen. Oh, look how beautiful it sounds. It's gorgeous. All right, but we're gonna see if we can get the shocked mutation. Now, I wonder if honestly the weathers maybe target certain fruits. Okay, well, never mind. It's too late. Came back and it's done, and we didn't get any mutations. But I was gonna say, I wonder if the weather events like storms, for example, will target lightning to a certain group of fruits. So I'm wondering if what I can do is put some carrots down like right here, and maybe it will try and target a lightning strike right here and then spread to the Dawn Blossoms. Don't know if it'll work, but go ahead and try it. Just throw some carrots underneath these and just see if that does anything. I'm kind of just learning all of the new strats for this game because it is brand new and it is not as developed yet as Grow a Garden in terms of mutations and pets and events and stuff. So I'm trying to just figure out if there's anything I could kind of do to cheese the game a little bit to give me certain mutations faster. But honestly, it might just be a challenge and it might just be RNG and AFKing right now. But we'll see. We're going to go ahead and let this try and do something for us, maybe with the carrots underneath. And yeah, let's go ahead and go back to AFKing. All right, so I went AFK again for about 8 minutes or so, and I came back to a fog event. So let's see how progress is looking. Literally no mutation still, although some of these carrots did get foggy, which is, I guess, good, but not where we want them. We want them on these dawn blossoms, but it just seems to be really difficult to get them targeted to our fruits. But yeah, I don't know if this is going to help having these carrots here. It actually might just make our chances worse. So we'll go ahead and pick these back up then. Thought maybe the game might be like, oh, he has more fruits. Let's spread the mutations out. But I think I thought the game was smarter than it is. I don't think it's how that works. But let's go ahead and delete these again. And hopefully we can see that foggy mutation. We honestly might just need to keep AFKing for like hours and come back to see what we get. So we got to wait for these events to happen. There's about, it looks like the events definitely happen every 5 to 10 minutes pretty quickly, but it's just we need to actually get the mutations. So I keep going AFK, coming back and seeing an event is happening. So I'm going to go ahead and just AFK now, no matter what. If there's an event happening, I'm just going to let it roll through for at least an hour or two and come back to see our progress. And hopefully we actually have some progress made. All right, so we fully AFK'd for like an hour to an hour and a half. And we're going to come back now and actually check the progress on our Dawn Blossom. So I do see this one up front here does have Lush in Foggy. And this is just our big one. Not exactly the one we're going for, but back here, our gold one, let's see. So literally in like an hour and a half, we literally only have Lush, Gold, in Foggy. So we pretty much only got Foggy added onto it. I did come back to my PC a few times just to check the screen, and I know that it did storm and I believe it did rain. I could be wrong, but we could have gotten shocked and maybe even flooded, but we didn't get either of those. We only literally got Foggy when we AFK'd. So this is definitely going to take some more time than I thought, and we're going to definitely have to do some more AFKing and waiting around. That's literally all we could do for mutations on this game at the moment. So we're going to keep AFKing and hopefully come back to some more progress. I don't think I'll time lapse this one. I think we'll just kind of like go AFK for a bit, auto click this to keep in the game, come back, take a look, and then see what other events will spawn in. Now, I actually saw a couple people posting on the video that I posted on this game, my first video, that apparently the dev said there's not going to be pets on this game. And if that's the case, that's fine. But I hope they go kind of more in depth with the gears in this game and add some really cool gears to maybe attract weathers or spawn weathers in, or, you know, maybe be able to craft cool weather things or mutations. That way, you know, you can actually work up to more mutations and make some more money. But if we don't have pets, not really a big deal. I'm sure they're going to have some other things in this game to make it more enjoyable. All right, so I went AFK for about maybe 3 or 4 hours, something like that. At some point, the game shut down for some updates. One of the admins is actually talking to the community right now, saying what went wrong and stuff like that. But I came back, and our big one here, our big Dawn Blossom, actually has Foggy and Shocked on it now, which is great. So this big one's getting mutations, and I do want to pick this one because of how big it is, but it's not gold and stuff. But our gold one actually back here is doing pretty good. So this one has Lush and Gold on it, as we know. It did get Foggy, but it finally got Soaked and Shocked on it, which is great. So pretty much now we still need to get the Sandy Desert Storm mutation and the Frozen mutation. And then I believe we still need to get Galactic, if that's a real one, and the Star mutation. That is still quite a few mutations. We do have about half of them now, though, or almost half of them. But we still need to try and get these 4 mutations if possible, which is going to just be some more AFKing, unfortunately. Oh, and here we go. Look at that. This dev is going to give us some Starfall, so this could be another chance to get this Dawn Blossom, to get the Stargazed mutation, I believe is what it's called. So let's go ahead and take a look. Is he going to run it for us? Please run it for us. I need stars on my thing. You know what? While we wait for that, I might as well go ahead and get my favorite tool out here. So those are still favorited, the two that we're going for. Hopefully our Golden Dawn Blossom will get targeted and get the Stargaze, whatever the mutation is called in this game. Oh, looks like we did get some snow events though, because this Dawn Blossom here is chilled, but we have no way to move that over. And we also did get Sandy over here. So we actually did get some of the other mutations done, which is crazy, but we did not get them on what we needed. If we actually got Snowy and Sandy on this guy right here, then us getting the star mutation on it right now would actually be pretty insane. But that didn't work out. But at least we've been getting the mutations, so we know it's possible. We just gotta hope that we get the goodies now. All right, so I picked up all those. These ones do have a couple of mutations on them though, which is nice. And now it's just a matter of getting them on this guy. Well, I don't know if we're actually going to get that star event. He said he was gonna run it. I don't know if he did run it and it just didn't hit my server or what's going on, but no stars. So I guess we'll wait and we'll see if it comes around, but that's unfortunate. But yeah, I definitely need that one. And we did get Sandy and Chilled. I just need those to get moved on to this Dawn Blossom back here, because this guy needs the mutations. So I guess we'll see if this event happens. If it doesn't, then that's unfortunate. But we will wait around for a bit and hopefully come back to some nice extra mutations on this guy. Okay, apparently he got the green light for a minor amount of trolling, he said. So hopefully that means admin abuse weather, because I need some abuse weather. I need this Dawn Blossom to be shining. What do you got in store for us today? I need some admin powers on my beautiful Dawn Blossom here. This guy needs to really shine, man. Come on, give me some mutations. I'm not stocking Cherry, but I will help you all with the quests. What are even the quests right now? Is there anything to do with mutations? Because I need those. Wait, it says the seed shock has been restocked by an admin. What did he stock? There's no seeds in here. What kind of quest help is this? Tomatoes, roses, onions, tomatoes. Okay, nothing to do with anything that I need in there. I guess I'll just stock up and grab whatever he stocks in here, but I'm not seeing anything actually getting stocked, which is not nice. Snow? Is my server bugged? I'm not getting any of these events. Yeah, let me rejoin because something is not right here. Hold on. All right, well, I'm not seeing any events still. Does shop actually stock for me now? Nope. Should I be in a public server for this? Apparently this restocked, and there's another rose in here, and some strawberries, and some onions. All right, that's nice. That is for the quest, so it's finally updating to that. What about the gear shop? What about these events, dude? Where's my snow and the stars? I just got scammed out of some free events. Well, it looks like he's just stalking. We'll see if we actually get any of the events, but at the moment, nothing is happening. So I'm just going to go back to AFKing for a bit, and if anything actually pops up, I will come back and check it out. But we still only have these mutations, and the snow event and star event didn't seem to actually work for me, which is very sad. All right, so I literally AFK'd overnight, like 8 to 10 plus hours, okay? And at some point, they shut the servers down, bro. I don't know when, but all I do know is that we did get a couple more mutations. So at least on this big Dawn Blossom here, we got Foggy and Shocked, which is good. But on our main one back here with Gold, we did get Soaked eventually, and then we finally got Shocked on it and Starstruck, which means the only two that I believe we were missing would be Chilled and Sandy. I don't know if the Galactic one is real and some of the other ones, but those are the only two we're missing, which unfortunately we did get on this one right here. And then I believe if there's any other mutations, we might have gotten them. Okay, there's one right there, Frostbit. So we literally got like Frostbit over here, so I'll pick up this one. Over here we got the Snowy and the Sandy. So like the mutations definitely were here. We definitely got all of the events multiple times, but they didn't go on the one we wanted. However, we're gonna go ahead and do some comparing here because we do have a couple of Dawn Blossoms with pretty much every mutation on them. This game is much harder to get mutations on certain plants than Grow Garden was, and I'm sure they're gonna change that over time to make the mutation system a little different or make it more guaranteed to get some of these. But anyways, let's go ahead though, and we're gonna go ahead and grab our favorite tool to unfavorite these, and we're going to pick up this big Dawn Blossom here with whatever size this one is. Okay, so if I go to my inventory, this one's gonna be the biggest one, so we're gonna pick that up. 0.87, pretty good. I'm gonna favorite that. And then we got this one with all of these mutations on it. We're gonna pick that one up, of course, and favorite that. And then I'm going to also, I already picked up the one with Sandy. And then so I'm gonna pick up, okay, there's Snowy up here and then Frostbit up here. So we're gonna, these are like all kind of mixed up together, but our main one right here is this one. So I'll make sure that one's there. And also look how big this one is, dude. Pretty crazy. I wish I could like combine mutations. Maybe that's something they can consider on this game where you can take it to like a merchant and they'll like move mutations from one to another. That'd be nice. But we'll see what they do on that. So this one has Sandy Snowy, and Lush. And then this one's unique one is Frostbit. And then this one also has Frostbit. Okay, these are like the same, so I guess we'll go with the bigger one. And then this one has Snowy, but the one that we need is Sandy and Snowy. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up or move this one. There we go. Oh, bro, of course we could have had a chance to get Snow now, but anyways, that's fine. So here is our 4 main ones. First, we're gonna go ahead and check the huge one's value because this one didn't really get any mutations on it, but let's just see, just for reference, how much this one will cost because it's just so gigantic. So how much is this Dawn Blossom worth? Big one with a couple mutations is worth 8.9 million. That is pretty good for one plant, and this thing doesn't really have anything on it. Okay, so then we're gonna quickly just check this one with Starstruck, Frostbit, and Lush and Foggy, just to see how much this one is worth, and then we'll work our way down to the ultimate one with all of the mutations plus gold. All right, so how much is this one worth? All right, 602k, so definitely a difference. I think it's the size, plus, you know, we didn't get all the mutations on it, but we did get Starstruck and Frostbit on that one, so that's pretty good. And then this one has Sandy and Snowy, so these were a little bit smaller multipliers, but let's just see how much this one is worth. 181k. All right, so definitely the Frostbit one and then the Star one gives a lot more value. But then last but not least, here is our Dawn Blossom with nearly all the mutations. We were just missing those 2, Sandy one and a chilled variant. Well, let's go ahead and ask Steve how much this Dawn Blossom is worth. So this Dawn Blossom is worth 18 million. It is actually way more than the big one, which is insane. So this is an 18 million valued Dawn Blossom, which is actually really good. That's the most value I've seen in anything on this game so far, so pretty crazy. These videos will definitely get better as time goes on, and there's maybe easier ways to get mutations, but I hope you guys did enjoy, and make sure to drop a like and comment down below what you want me to try and mutate next.